So now, guys, gonna try to do conscious channeling. I'm starting to think that I say conscious channeling, and then sometimes I'm actually channeling. I'm not really sure yet. Because I'm still new to this. I haven't had a whole bunch of time to focus on it. I still don't know yet, but we'll see. But okay. Greetings. This is the Arcturians, and we want to say good luck, and we send you much white light on your journeys, on your ascension. We have talked in the past, but I do not believe we have introduced ourselves. We are the simple Arcturians, what they call ourselves, simple Arcturians. And even though I do not want to give away my real name because that is not one that you can pronounce properly, I like to be called Steve. So Steve sounds like a pretty funny name. It brings much laughter and positivity. So I will like to use that. But we wanted just to say that we are very happy that you guys are on your ascension journeys, and we see that there is much turmoil and much panic right now with the news and everything that is going on. Oh, we are aware, for the most part, of everything that has been going on, and we just wanted to say that right now we see a very different side. We see a side that you cannot see right now. We see from more than one, multiple perspectives, basically. And from our point of view, we see many of you are coming together. Lots of these things you guys are asking for, and there is going to be more unification within your peoples. We are starting to notice that there is a change of thoughts and ideas within people and within their perspective as communities and within larger groups. And we are very excited to see that because that is just showing that you guys are on your path of enlightenment and ascension. And by unifying, that is the first thing that has to happen. So even though that has not happened completely yet, and it will take some time, we do see that you are doing that, and we wanted to say thank you, and that we are grateful to be able to assist you on your missions. Yes, some of our people are actually assisting right now, and just know that anytime you want assistance from the Arcturians, we are always there. We are always there. You just need to ask. We have been here much longer than some other beings. And I just wanted to let you know that right now, even though there is panic, there is a different side to this story, if you want to put it like that. There's a different side, and things are going good. And if you change your perspective, and if you connect more to source, connect more to spirit, these things will appear. and you will see these things, and you will know just exactly how things are going, and you will be able to feel and know that things are happening the way they should. Our message is short. We feel there are others in the room, so we'll go, but we are the simple Arcturians, and from Steve, I'd like to say much blessings and much positive light, white light with you, and we are there at your side. Thank you. One minute while I adjust. I believe I was asked to come through. This is the John D. And yes, to bring some positivity. If you understand what I just did, haha, then good for you. I was a scholar. I am a scholar. Someone look at me as a magician. I was simply an alchemist, a philosopher, and a worker for the greater good of humanity. It brings much sorrow to see the state of disbelief in this world of the magic and the abilities that you guys have simply lost and condemned as negative. Yes, there are negative works out there, and many of my teachings have been used for negative forces, and that is very disappointing. I understand now, after life, I understand from this perspective and from multiple perspectives that I had my shortcomings because I was so connected to wanting to reach the path of enlightenment and connect to beings in the supernatural. I was so dedicated to the great work of God that I forgot my human experience. And that took a great toll on my body, on my mind, and on my spirit. But I have reconciled with that, and that is something that I can now learn from and simply think, because that was my biggest lesson here. All my work, you may call it black magic, you may call it whatever, but all my work was for the greater good, to understand, to reach into the higher dimensions and bring forth knowledge that could help humanity in such a way that would bring us together with spirit and with what was beyond at that time. It is fascinating to see so many light workers at this time, to see so many with their abilities awakening and to connecting to these abilities and spreading the message of positivity and of the white light. That makes me feel accomplished within my work, because I do know and I see the people and the many that have connected with this. They see beyond the veil. It is not all black and white. There are many gray areas. My work here is not completely done, for I will be assisting many of you along your path. Many of you are past philosophers, thinkers, innovators. Many from the Renaissance era at this time are bringing forth almost a recreation of what they were here in the past to do, just in the ways that are needed at this time. And I will be assisting you with that. Once you pass on and you go back to the Oversoul, or wherever you may wish to discover in the higher dimensions, you will understand that these struggles and the blinds that are put over you in this dimension, in this life, you will understand the lessons, and you will be thankful and grateful and forever know that all of this was for a higher purpose for yourself, to love you, to help you grow. So I ask that the negativity that you have in your lives, that you can't run away from, look at them as ways to grow into a better person. And soon you'll be happy that you have these experiences. For experience is living knowledge. I will keep this short and I will go. For those of you who have listened, thank you, and I will be with you. For I have planted the seed that which grows inside you. Please discover yourselves and unlock the mysteries that have once been. Blessed is the man that looks inside himself and brings out the truth. Yeah, well, that took some energy out of me for sure. Alright, I think, I feel there's one more person, but I don't know. I'm pretty wiped out, so I'm gonna try. I'll try this, maybe not. Let's see. Man, it's weird. Like, I'm all out of energy right now. Like, my palms are super sweaty, and it's weird. Anyways. Good answer, channel. I would have not known what to do. I know what's coming. This is gonna be interesting. Good evening. This is Elizabeth I. I caught wind that John was speaking, so I came to see what that was all about. I see that many of you already know about the bloodline, about the reptilian agenda, if you will, within the family. For that is true, but just know that when it comes to especially that side of the reptilians, there are many smoke and mirrors. Yes, they are powerful, but some are positive and some are negative. And they like to look really good. And yes, in my lifetime, I believe I was reptilian. Well, yes, but at that time I was not sure. I knew something was going on. And just know that once you pass and you see the bigger picture, you usually go to the light, and that is where I went. There are many, many, many positive reptilians within the family, within the earth, within you, within everywhere. Do not be fooled. Do not be mistaken. They are not all evil, but many are. And I will say it is taking a lot to keep that old hag alive right now. Just look at her. But she's hanging on. She has her reasons. And we cannot say for when she will pass, because that is on many of our minds, but that is a mystery for us and within yourselves. John was my advisor, and with him I connected and discovered many things. Being the queen, you already discover many things, many secrets, many pasts. You discover really what goes on behind the scenes that the common people do not know. That was the name at the time. So I'm sorry if I offend anybody, common people. But John helped open that up, and in spirit, we still like to work together. We are a good team. But my message is just to say hi and just to inform you that yes, there are many reptilian agendas, many negative reptilian agendas, but know that not all of them were negative. And in the bloodline, there's lots of smoke and mirrors. There's lots of looking that there are good and there are bad. Why do you think what happened to Diana happened to Diana? For she was the positive example. She did not like what was going on. And that was such a tragedy to witness that, to see that happen. Many of us wanted to interfere, but that is not our place. I will go, but I will be again. And I send much positive light to you at these times. Stand up, brave ones. For, like many have said, you cannot see beyond the veil right now. Many can, but only to a certain degree. You do not completely see beyond the veil. You can connect to spirit, you can connect to beings, but if you are not on the other side, you do not have that full clarity. And know that things will be okay, things will be alright. So, stick together and honor yourselves and love each other and love yourself. Much white light and blessings. That was interesting. That was weird. That's a strong energy too. Like I was having trouble. I felt it. Like I was having trouble, like leveling it out. You know, like I don't know. It was almost like I almost interfered by accident, but whatever came out came out. So that was really cool though. It's weird. Like yeah, I like connecting to the alien side more. Like I like trying to channel the Arcturians and there's also another being that's around here too, but I didn't channel him. But I can tell you, obviously. I don't know really how to pronounce the name that I got, but there's a Palladian that's around, and it's where his eyes, like, there's no, like, you know, like I have brown eyes. It's just white and black. That's what I saw. It was really weird. Like his eyes were very, not scary at all, like intimidating. But I got Arbutron. See, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like I think it's up here, but then it's like pronouncing it's a different story. Like Arbutron, something like that. But yeah, like a Pleiadian with like the blonde hair. And he had like a white not robe thing, but he had just like a white like kind of suit thing on. With those eyes, but yeah, he was around. But no, I didn't want to go too far just since I'm new to this. So that was really cool though. So. Thank you guys. I will be back in another one. I'll talk to y'all later. So, alright, peace.